Good evening, guys. Calvin, Cartoon Company in New Zealand. So I've been asked by a person who watches a lot of videos, he's been watching a lot of my link videos, on how to load a base file into a link ECU. I happen to have my G4 Plus software here, and I've asked him to include a base map for me in the messages that we were just chatting on. So we'll just go over to where he sent it through. And you can send them as a file on either Messenger or in the in an email. You just reply, it's Daniel, and just looking at here. So we've got a file here, G4 Fury for hyabusa. So that's got to be a pretty cool project, doesn't it? A link ECU on a hyabusa. So we're just going to download that. I've actually already got it download there, but that's good. So we download it. We whip over to the G4 software. There we go. And we go up the top here. We go File, and we go Open. And it's brought up my directory with all my link tuning maps in it, which I go to frequently. And of course it was in our downloads. We've just downloaded it, so we find it on that computer. So either of those, that's the first one I'd already downloaded, and there's the one I just did. So we're going to push that there, and we're just going to have to move this over here, and we push Open. And there we have the file loaded in, ready for tuning. Let's have a little bit of a look here. Get some triggers, trigger setup, multi-tooth missing, trig 1, 24 tooth on the crank, hopefully that's correct for a hyabusa, and optical on or Hall on the cam, and 1 pulse. There is a configuration Hyabusa buggy. That's sounding even cooler. I'd like some photos. Let's go back and see if we can get some photos. We'll see if we can get some photos coming back. That's pretty cool. So as you can see, it's really, really simple to load up a base file in, or into the software, into the computer. Now, if I had a computer attached, it may ask me, do you want to load this file into the computer? And you tap yes, you want to put it into the computer. Otherwise, you go up here and you go store to ECU. I don't have an ECU attached, so I can't do that at the moment. Probably a limiting factor for me. Now, with it loaded like this, I do recommend you pop up in here and go, don't go save, because it'll just save it back to the directory we had it in. Go save as. Find the normal directory where you have your tuning files. Mine's under my G4, and then it's a G4 Plus, and then it's under tuning maps. And I've got all these tuning maps, and because I'm doing it on the web info, and I'd normally start a new file. Start a new file, pop it in here, and base file. What I've been doing lately is I've actually been putting 01 at the start of it, and I save it. So that has saved that base file, that in its form right now, hasn't been modified. Excuse me. And then what I normally do is I actually go back in and I go save as. And I will change this to 2. Justin. That way, if anything goes wrong, if anything happens, I've always got that base file. So I can make some changes on here. Why is my fuel table over here? I'll adjust that soon. So I can go through, it's got dual maps. I can adjust the timing. I can adjust the fueling. I can do any changes. If I don't have it right, I can always go back to that original base file. I know it's in my downloads. I know it's on Messenger. But I can also go there and I can go open. And there is that base file. So I can always go back. As I'm tuning it, as I go through and make adjustments, I will save, 1, 2, 3, 4, put some notes in, so I get it to a known point as I'm working my way through. Daniel, I hope that's been helpful. Oh, I'm going to cancel that. No photos have come through. He hasn't seen it yet. Hopefully we'll get some photos. But Daniel, I hope that's been helpful. Any more questions? Hey, I'm up for a little while yet. I'm doing a few videos and bits and pieces. So I'll get this uploaded. You can watch it. You'll be the first person to make a comment. Righto, catch you later.